Hi everyone, welcome to the 2023-24 Common App tutorial brought to you by the team at College Essay Advisors. If you have not already created a Common Application account, you'll go to Start Your Application. You'll be brought to this page where you can select which kind of applicant you are. In order to create your account, you will need an email address, a password, information about when you're hoping to start college, as well as personal information, contact information, and then you gotta check a few boxes. Then you'll select Create Account. If, however, you have already created a Common App account, you'll just sign in. Once you sign in or create your account, you'll be brought to this page, and as you can see, the Dashboard tab is open. The Dashboard page is where you will see the colleges that you've added to your list. Let me show you what that looks like in practice. We'll go to the College Search tab. And let's say you're interested in applying to Agnes Scott College. If you click Add, that school is added to your list, and therefore you should be able to see it in your Dashboard tab. You will also be able to see it in your My Colleges tab. Now, if you already have a pretty clear idea of the schools you'd like to apply to, you can just go to the College search box, search for them, add them as they come up, like so. If, however, on the other hand, you are not exactly sure where you'd like to apply, the filter function is going to come in handy. Let's check it out. Let's say that you know you want to apply to schools in your country, in your home state. Let's say that's Arkansas. You can select that from the list. You can choose within how many miles of your current zip code you'd like it to be. If you scroll down, you can choose whether or not it has an application fee, writing requirements, and whether or not it's test optional. Let's say you want to apply to a university or college that does not require test scores. We'll hit Never Required and show 2 colleges. These are the 2 schools in Arkansas that do not require test scores that are on the Common Application. Let's say we want to add them to our list. And now, this Application Requirements button, let's explore. As you can see, it opens in a new tab, and it consolidates the information for the schools we've already added to our list. This is a really great tool and is going to save you a lot of time when you're trying to keep track of deadlines and compare application fees, test policies, etc. And as you can see, you can download this so you can have it offline. Back in the main Common App, I want to show you what this My Colleges tab looks like with more schools. Each school you'll be able to click on, learn about the application deadlines, and then dive right into the application. Different schools will ask for different things from you here. This is where you can find most supplemental essays. For example, here we are in Harvard, and their supplemental essays can be found in their short answers section. Now, of course, not every school is going to have their supplemental essays in a section called short answers. Some of them will show up in academics after you choose a major. Some will be in activities. Agnes Scott College, for example, their supplemental essays are in the other information section. There they are. And every now and then schools will have these mini text box. You can see we've kind of put in gibberish there. That's so we can see how many characters or words the text box will allow. That way we can advise our students for how much to write. And what I usually do is go and add it to wordcounter.net, and that'll show you exactly how many characters you're allowed. Now I'm in Princeton University's Common Application. When we go to questions, you can see that the questions are not ready for this college yet. This is kind of common, and this should clear up and the application should be there by mid-August. Next, let's go to the Common App tab. This is where you're going to fill out basic information that will go to every college you apply to. So none of this information is going to be school specific. It's pretty straightforward: personal information, address, contact details, etc. Next, we'll go to the family section. This is also pretty straightforward. The education section will just ask you about the schools you've attended, whether you've taken any college level classes, any honors, etc. Now we'll go to testing. This is where you can decide whether you would like to self-report your test scores. Yes, and then you can, choose which, or you can choose no. The next section is activities. This is where you can report up to 10 activities that you've been involved in throughout your high school career. And this is what you can expect this to look like. You have 50 characters to list your position, 100 characters for the organization name, and 150 characters to describe your experience. Next up, our favorite section, writing. So this is our favorite section, the writing section. This is where you will upload your personal statement. You can see that the Common App tells you which schools on your list require the personal statement and which do not. If you scroll down, you'll be able to select the prompt to which you responded to in your essay. And just as a reminder, these prompts are just here to help you start thinking about this. They're a launch point for brainstorming, so don't feel like you have to choose a prompt before you start writing. Here at College Essay Advisors, we actually recommend that our students write their essays and then choose which prompt it fits the best. This is where you'll either paste your essay or you can upload it via Google Drive. And then we have the additional information section. The additional information section has 2 text boxes, as you can see. The first one is to talk about how COVID-19 or a natural disaster may have impacted you. And then the second text box is not so specific. So if there's anything that you think admissions needs to know, this is the place to put it. As a reminder, this is a place to describe any unusual circumstances that have affected your attendance or your grades or something about your high school experience. If you don't have something to explain, then this is not for you. So this is not the space to share an essay you wrote about an activity you love or a meaningful relationship you've had. This is strictly for students who have something to explain, like a blip in their record. Next, we'll go to the financial aid section. This section will include information on grants and scholarships and loans, basically all the information you need to know about how you're going to pay for your education. As always, this help section will be on your right side, right here. This is great because if you have a question, odds are another student has had the same question before, and you can go and search for your question in the text box or by category. Well, that's our Common App tutorial. Thank you so much for watching. We hope you have found it to be helpful, and we're wishing you the very best of luck with your college applications.